Well, here we are with the Jagdtiger, and it is the Tier 9 German TD and non-turreted, and it's all about the gun. This thing has about 250 to 260 millimeters of frontal mantlet armor. If you hit the gun mantlet, you're not going to pen. It's way higher. So, and because it's almost straight up and down, it is really hard to get good angle on this for gold rounds, and we're going to see that in the game. But you can angle it up, or you can turn it sideways a little bit in order to, as long as you don't give too much side, to create a better angle, just like the E100 and the mouse and that kind of thing. So I don't know that I do that this time, but we do get on a side hill, so we've got it kind of angled back and sideways, so there's an oblique angle that makes it harder to pen. This hull is going to be pennable by most stuff that you're going to face, and the lower plate, of course. There's really no cupola, so the answer is load gold and pen through it. So unless you're positioned really, really well, and or you're using this mantlet, this turret face here really, really well, which we're going to try and do. We run a gun rammer in the gun rammer slot because this thing is, like I said, all about the gun. I have a bounty aiming device so that aim speed is a lot quicker, and then we run vents. I don't even run, I expect to be fairly up close and personal in this thing. It's not the way I would suggest playing it, but it's the way I play it. So 3,500 DPM with 10 degrees of gun depression, or 7.5 degrees of gun depression, and it's got 2,100 hit points the way I play it, and yeah, 250 armor on the face and 80 on the sides. So that's kind of nice. Nothing's gonna really overmatch you. It's slow, and I have poor view range, but I just play it as an assault TD. Again, I wouldn't suggest it, but it's the way I play it. It's what I like to do. So we have 6 cents on the commander, recon, and repairs. On the gunner, I've got concealment, repairs, and snapshot. I might want to change the concealment. Concealment on the driver, clutch braking, and repairs. On the radio operator, I guess it is. Yeah, I've got situational awareness, concealment, and repairs. I think this was a Dicker Max crew, and that's why it's got concealment and repairs. I don't know. Intuition, that's a great skill to have on this tank. And then my second loader, concealment, situational awareness, and repairs. So let's jump into the game. I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's non-turreted, so there's not a lot to talk about, but it is a fun tank with a great gun to it. Well, I won't make you watch the whole thing of me getting over to my position, but I do want to point out I take the closest route to as far away from the enemy as possible. And I am feeling like this is going to be a fantastic game once I get into position, because aside from their Mill 2, which I am not afraid of, but if he pushes into me, he could do a lot of damage to me. But aside from him, I do not feel like there's a whole lot that can hurt me in this game, unless the 263 comes down, which he may. So we're wiggling back and forth, and we're just able to put a nice shot. Look how fast that thing aims into this M4Y, and we're just about in position. So a couple of our guys push in, which turns out to be an okay thing for me, as we put another 598. I love the alpha on this gun, and so we're rocking back and forth, just trying to make it hard for this Chrysler to hit us. He does not really have enough pen as it is to pen us regularly, so he's probably looking for shots, as we put another shot into the IS-6. And here comes the big boy, right? And it's really, really unfortunate that that Type 4 Heavy pushed that guy out. But he's going to get his. Don't you worry. As the T-95 just goes absolutely ham into our E-75. And here comes our nemesis. You know, we probably should have loaded the gold rounds, but we did not. And we get a nice track shot into that Type 4 Heavy. So the other thing, this thing has a great big old slab of hit points. And so it is fairly, I don't want to say tanky, but yeah, that's the word. As we aim for the shoulder of the Type 4. But just look at this DPM. I mean, we're throwing 600 rounds into these guys with no problem, with 276 penetration and laser-like accuracy. So, and we get a shot and we just miss the 268. So, unfortunately, we're unable to catch a shot on that guy. But it looks like the Amil 2 is kind of pushing up. So we give him a shot. Doesn't quite pin. He turned his turret just in time. And look at this graveyard in front of us. Now, the thing is, like, to push me is very difficult in this position. And we have loaded the gold rounds because, you know, this 263 is a very tough tank. So, and we do make some mistakes here. We give him some lower plate. And as he pushes forward, unfortunately, we do take a shot. Now, there's a spot in between the gun and the mantlet that you can hit on the 263 if you didn't know. And as he hits us one more time. But there's a spot there that you can hit. And also, because I'm above him, it makes his armor less effective. So, I'll just take a snap on that Type 4. He's got to be ticked. But with gold rounds, that guy is just not safe. There's many places I can pin him. Which is the problem with the Type 4 Heavy. It's super slow as he gets arty to death. But the worst part of it is that it doesn't have effective armor if I dab the 2 key. 352 millimeters will pin him most places. So I still like to aim my shots and give myself the best chance I can. So we're just waiting for this Amil. We're actually waiting for him to fire, is what we're waiting for. I have no intention of pushing him until he fires. Now keep in mind, he's a one-shot to me, right? He fires all 3 rounds and immediately I come over the top and I'm going to kill him. I don't think he had the awareness to realize that I was going to push him immediately. That takes us up to 5,800 damage. I just knew this round was going to be good if I could get in position. So we have lost a lot of health, but yeah, so be it. And I don't know. You can see I'm going to take control of the camera. Yeah. I got pinned right there, and I got pinned twice in the lower plate. That bad on me. That was bad on me. So I need to position a little bit better. Now this S1, I'm afraid, is going to take damage from... I'm afraid that this 4190 could win them the game. It's still fairly close. We have double the HP, but if this guy plays it right, he could definitely win them the game. So, if I was him, I would have rushed down that S1 and killed him. But I'm a little aggressive, you guys know that. Let's go ahead and speed this up, because it's pretty slow here. And, we know that the S1 is up in the corner there somewhere. So, we're going to take some blind shots up there. Turns out we don't hit him. But there's no reason for you guys to watch this. Me blind fire. Like, And we do pick up the kill, and we take ourselves up past that magical 6k damage. So let's go ahead and look at the after action on this. I love this tank, guys. I love it. Okay, we did get an ace out of this, and we also got a high caliber, unsurprisingly, for a 6,017 damage, 3 kills, and 1,271 base XP. Our TNH did well, of course. I would expect that. And their Object 263 did well, although their Type 4 Heavy didn't do so great. It's just an outmoded tank. It's not really meant... it shouldn't be played. It's just not a great meta tank. 19 shots, 17 hits, 12 pens. I would like that to be a little bit better. Probably could have dabbed the 2 key earlier and it would have been better. And 858 to assist, 23,000 credits earned because we did fire some gold rounds, and 1,900 to the crew. So I already have the tier 10 unlocked, so I'm just accelerating crew training and trying to get through this thing with a better crew because I really like it. So thanks for watching. Hope to catch you next time. Tonester out.